Hello, this is Krenstar, and today it's probably going to be a chaotic episode. I have a lot of background noise in the thing that I can't control. Got my grandson running around. I got some dogs barking because, well, there's people outside. And overall, I think I'm going to do something kind of sort of creative with looping. So what I want to do is I want to create a couple of tracks that are about 4 bars long. About 4 of them, and use those for an XY sort of pad to create another instrument that uses those 4 tracks for something that kind of morphs into each of the sounds through the 4 corners. Playing a lot with the wave sequencer from or the wave state native from Korg has gotten me into thinking of doing more stuff with samples and how they're used and how they're sequenced together and maintained. And a lot of the things that I listen to, it was done with sort of a thing that goes from, or the stuff that I navigated to goes from kind of like a kind of a rhythmic pattern of its own to be about 4 bars, and then going in between those type of rhythmic patterns created something totally different. So I'm thinking maybe something with a pad that goes maybe into a sort of rhythmic pattern that goes into take away the pattern that's being done. So and then go back into something entirely different sounding and try to morph in between the different waves and see what I can get. If you're willing to do this with me, please continue to watch. if you're not with it, that's fine. But so far, I got one of my favorite utilities to use for creating kind of pads and weirdness is pigments. I hate to say it, this was one of the ones that it took me a while to try to buy into because I was trying to do it myself because I didn't understand all the things that it provides. But once I got it, I really like it. And its first default one is actually pretty cool nowadays for Pigments 4. I did change it. I added some samples. I changed the harmonic engine from the original one, and I got something going like that. Something that pans in and out in the background. It's got a harmonic engine and then the sample, so it's kind of changed around from the default. I left the rest of the settings alone. So at any rate, my loop that I have going right now is something like this. And I like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce that out. So I'm gonna do the time selector. I'm gonna select the master track down here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna right click. I want to bounce. And the only thing that I have a problem with on the bouncing is it kind of drops the levels down. So I'm gonna have to remember that when I go to use them again. But other than that, it's fine. So click OK. Let's bounce it in place. Okay, I think I messed that up originally when I bounced it. I was supposed to move this over and then bounce it, and it got on there, but I got it anyways. Like I said, it does like 10 decibels lower, so we got to move it up, or we got to increase the sound. But we're not gonna use it like this. So we're gonna mute it. Like I said, we want to kind of a sort of an XY selector instrument. And then what we want to do is we want to kind of put the sound in one of the boxes. I want to convert this to an instrument track. So far, so good. So give me a bit. Let me find my next instrument, and we'll continue on. Okay, back. The next thing I found is absinthe. Really good. I did a video on this a while ago. This is my like default application or VST for getting drones. Really cool for kind of cool atmospheric type of sounds and stuff like that. So this is what I'm going with. So pretty cool. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go down here to the master. I'm going to change the tool so that I can go and highlight it all, bounce that sucker out. Click OK. It's bounced once again. It's really low, so we're going to increase it a bit. We're going to mute. I don't like how that kind of ended. I'm thinking I'm going to taper it off a bit. So let me, yeah. Actually, let me do something a little bit more. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our XY instrument. We're going to drag and drop this onto D. So already we're starting to get something. Yeah, something really cool sounding. I think I probably should have did it to 8 with that pad especially because it sounded like it needed a full 8 bars to go. But let's continue on my search for finding something else cool. Okay, I already found it. This one comes from Reason Studios, Reason Rack. The Cynic thing is awesome. It's like my go-to device. Just the default sounds in here. I really like this Final Frontier. Anyways, go back to the Final Frontier. Let me get something on there. I can either do the same thing as Absinthe. I think it sounds too similar to the Master Bounce one, though. Let me go and move it up an octave. I think it just sounds too similar. It's because I was way too far in the. That's actually really good. I like that. So we'll move this. We'll bounce this. I've done this a couple of times now. Bounce it. Create a new track. Mute this. Make sure that we're hearing it. Trying to increase the sound on this. Let's just actually give me a second. Let me just move this over to the XY instrument here and drag and drop it to. Oh, that's what I did. It got put on the time selection tool. All right, let's drop this to A. I like where this is going. This is taking a while, but I think that we're building up to a really cool sort of pad sounding type of thing. Hope you're with me on this. Let me go look for the last one. I want to create a bass. Something that's a little deeper down in the octaves, something a little bit rumbly. I'm probably gonna go with sub XL. Actually, or sub lab. Yeah. Knowing that I'm going to go with it. They have such great settings. Let me go and try to find a preset that I like that's going to be low and rumbly. All right, I want it low and growly. I could not do any better than grabbing a super saw. That is awesome. Dirty growly bass. I got my thing in there, so I'm gonna record it out, or bounce it out. Sorry. Bounce. Okay. Go back to our XY instrument. Grab that one. Pop it down into B. I think I have to bring down or up the root so that it's Yeah, I think this is actually really cool. It blends and transitions and does everything. It's just because I put it on a loop, or I mean I put it on a thing. Everything stops at the I think the 4-bar loop or the 4-bar part. Yeah, and then stop. So I'm gonna have to turn on the loops of everything. So we're gonna loop. We're gonna loop. All right. I think I created something that I can lose myself into hours just messing around with. Let alone the instruments the sound creates. Not bad for a little bit of work. Not sure how long I just spent on this because I spent some time looking for stuff, but a little bit of work in here. You could actually have something that's pretty cool and sounds really cool. Mix this up with a modulator. Really easy over here. Just pop something in here. Add like a randomizer that does the randomization of the XY coordinates. Let me hook it up real quick. Random. And then, if I remember right, where are they? There they are. And I want this to be bipolar. All right, and then another random. Same thing on the y-axis. it's a little too chaotic and crazy, but you know, I like it. So at any rate, I hope you loved the video. I like doing it, and I will see you next time. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye bye.